top 4 things you need to do in real estate your first year in business. What are the 4 things that you must do in order to make sure that you write a contract or 2 each week? Is that possible? Yes, it is. Hi, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your professional coach. Today we're going to talk about what are the 4 main things that you must do your first year in real estate in order to survive, in order to not be statistics. Did you know that NAR, National Association of Realtors, they report in their member report portfolio that more than 80% of realtors will fail. And what they're talking about is that only 12%, if you look into the 2022 member report, you'll see that only 12% of 1.6 million realtors are actually capable of producing $99,000, $100,000 or more a year. Only 12%. And as far as I know, most people who want to do real estate as their full-time job, they pretty much need close to that to live, right? Maybe if it's even, I don't know, $70,000, you got to pay for the car, you got to do this, you got to do that. So, how do you make sure that you survive? Here's what you need to do. Before we get started, remember, in the description, click on the link that's going to help you to get your contracts done. All right? Now, here are the 4 things. Number 1, you must work on your mindset. Nobody tell you that in school, did they? Yeah. Your mindset? What is that? You're an entrepreneur. And just think about it. There's nobody, you're not pushing the clock, or let's say going into an office where you have a supervisor right there on your back. That's not what you're doing, correct? What you're doing is you are having to motivate yourself and to make sure that you are disciplined and you are on the path of the right direction each and every day. That's the biggest struggle brand new realtors have. The biggest struggle is to be disciplined enough to get out of the bed and start the day. So it's the mindset. How do you get the mindset going? Well, in the description, click on the link and try to find information on what I wrote in both my books, The Nuclear Mind. What the heck is the nuclear mind? Well, it's a mindset and technique that we use for over 30 years now that causes us to create motivation and then keep the motivation going, to sustain the motivation. So it's very important that you find a mindset and technique. Well, what the heck am I talking about mindset? We're talking about you being able to motivate yourself 6 days a week. That's it. How do you get yourself motivated and then keep your motivation going? When you start to make the phone calls and you're prospecting and you made like 50 calls and nobody pick up, or you talk to 5 people and they all say, no, not right now, not right now. No, I'm not interested right now. How do you get yourself all picked up? You got to have some kind of tool in your brain. And here's my gift to you today. I want you to make a mantra. A mantra is a word or phrase or even a sound. Homina, homina, whatever. My mantra, let me give you an example. And I've been saying it for 30 years. I'm the world's greatest presenter. That's what I've been saying. I'm the world's greatest presenter. You have to find a mantra. And let me help you even further. Fill in the blank. You fill in the blank. I am the world's greatest what? Mom, dad, brother, sister, realtor, in wherever you are. I don't care. Fill in the blank. Use that as a mantra because you're going to need it every single time when you feel down. Say the mantra, regulate your thoughts, bring yourself up. You're going to have to work to build this mind thing. It's the biggest thing. That's the first thing to survive, is for you to get your mind motivated and to be your own cheerleader. You're going to have to push yourself on, and you're going to have to be disciplined each and every day to make sure you do the other things that I'm about to tell you. So number 1, was the mindset. Number two, you need to make sure that you have all of your logistics put together. What are the logistics I'm talking about? Your business cards, your website, the tools that you need to close the deals, your CRM, make sure you have that. Your social media that you create, make sure it has that same image, right? I pretty much would say a headshot, not a full body shot, do a headshot, because you want them to see your eyes and to develop trust with you before they even meet you. So if they could look into your eyes, they could see you. And when you get that photograph, that image, because I put this on the logistics, creating your brand, make sure that when you take this photograph, you have a nice smile. And you should even say in your heart, man, I love you, buyer. I love you, seller. Just bring that energy into that shot, that photo shoot, and make sure you look proper and they could see you. Remember, no full body. Nah, Get as close as your eyes to the eyes of the viewer. That's the ticket. Logistics, business cards. This one image that you're getting is all over the place. It's the same image that's on your website. It's on your social media feeds. All of that. Anywhere, your marketing, everything. It's the same photo. Then make sure you have a car. I had an interview the other day. Well, I'm sorry to say it's crazy, but I interviewed someone and I can't believe, like about 15 minutes interview, we're talking and stuff. And I guess she was asking some questions, like how you go show property or whatever. And I said, well, you kind of do it like this and that. And then she kind of says, well, I guess I got to get a car. I'm like, what? You got your real estate license, but you didn't get a car. Yes, you're going to need a car. You got to make, well, I don't think you're thinking like that, but if you are, you're going to need a vehicle to make sure you can get around to show the appointments. I know it's logical, but maybe some people don't think about that. I'm just sharing that with you. So you need to make sure you have all these things put together. What are you going to drive around and show them? Is it reliable? You're going to borrow your mom's car, somebody's car. Is it reliable? Because you don't want to be stuck someplace. You're driving a client. You can't afford to get stuck. So think about all these logistics. Where are you going to work? Is your desk at home comfortable for you? Is it one of those chairs that, like a 6-hour chair, or because you might be sitting a long time, so you don't want to develop any problems. So invest into that. Make sure you get like a rating of the chair is like a 6 to 8 hour seating time. It's important. Don't get no little chair like a stool from wherever and it's going to hurt your butt. Don't do that. So organize your logistics. That was number 2. Number 3 is for you to create a prospecting plan. The best way to do a prospecting plan is this, and I'm going to give you a gift right now. Grab a sheet of paper, and my gift to you today. Okay? Grab a sheet of paper, blank sheet of paper, 8 by 11. Get a pen. In the center of the paper, you're going to put IGA, Income Generating Activity. That's what that stands for. And then bottom left, or going down on the left, number 1, put number 1, and then let's start thinking about this together. But first, let me explain. The IGA is a system that we use, and I wrote a blog on it. If you look in the description, click on the link, successfulbusinessacademy.org. When you go to that website, look in the blogs, and you'll see I wrote a blog on this. You are going to use an IGA system, income generating activity list, to help you to be motivated every day, every single day, to do your task and to do your prospecting. And here's how it works. You're going to write on a sheet of paper, IGA, and you're going to put number 1. And then you're going to think of all the tasks that you could do that would be an income generating activity. Mail out, write that down. Phone calls, write that down. Working the CRM, write that down. These are activities. Door knocking, networking events. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This list is something that you'll always keep forever. And you should put it right by your workstation at your home or in the office. Pin it on the wall. Because what you want to do is this. The night before you actually start your day, or the morning of, whatever you choose, you want to make sure you're choosing activities from that IGA that your mood is in light of. Because, you know, we're human beings and our mood changes often, right? Especially daily, sometimes many times a day, right? Minutes, every minute. But what you want to do is when you plan your day to make sure it works and it's fun, look at that IGA list. And it's like a menu going to a restaurant. And then just pick, all right, today, what do I want to do? I want to do door knocking. Oh yeah, I want to do door knocking. I just bought this brand new outfit. Man, I feel good. Let me put that on. I feel good. Something's going to spark, right? Do I want to make phone calls? Yeah, it's raining. I think I want to make phone calls. Whatever is clever. So I want you to use the IGA for your prospecting system. So that was number 3. Number 4, finally, number 4, for you to make it through this year, is you must have a follow-up system. The follow-up system is where you are going to remember, you're going to know some tasks that you really need to do. Because when you start talking to people, people are going to say, okay, this is a great conversation. It's nice to talk to you. You know, we could talk again another time. Or they might say, yeah, I'm very interested in selling my house or buying a property, but let's talk another time. And you're going to need to do what I call swinging like a monkey. You know, the monkey goes from limb to limb, right? But it's getting through the jungle, isn't it? That monkey is going from one branch to the next and to the next and to the next. And before you know it, that monkey is out way, way far. You've got to follow up with people. We talk about set, reset, carryover. You're going to set, but I'm not going to go into that part, set, reset, carryover. Mainly when you put on your calendar some event, you set it. And then you would reset it, and then you just carry it over. That's just a discipline that you need to have. But what we're talking about with your follow-up now is get an electronic calendar, and you're going to write the event of what you need to follow up on. Here's an example. Call back Joe. Put the phone number in there. And when you put the phone number, do it like 954-555-1212. The reason for that, it will show up on your calendar in your phone, and you could be driving or whatever, stop at a light, and you can click that, and it will just call. I'm telling you tricks to make things fast and easy when you're closing like 5-6 deals a week, right? Okay, now, in the description, you want to write in that calendar where you left off at. So you could copy and paste from your CRM. Spoke to John on this day, February the 15th, blah, 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 blah. He says that he's going fishing and, you know, everything is good. Give him a call back. Just paste it in there. So when you quickly read it at the light, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. Oh yeah, cool. Hey, John, how you doing? Just check it. Hey, how was that fishing, man? Get it? These are things that you're going to have to do. Here's the biggest part. Remember I talked to you about the mindset? This is the thing about it. You're going to get so beat down in trying and trying and trying and trying. You got to fight your mind to be motivated. You got to watch, I don't know. For me, I watch things every morning that is motivational. You know, on YouTube, I mean, there's a channel called Motivation Mind, and that's what I use. And I just listen to them talking over and over again, and it gets my day going, so much so that I'm so much a cheerleader in my own mind. So that's important. So on this prospecting and this final thing that we're talking about, which is the follow-up system for your prospects, you got to make sure that you follow through. The biggest thing realtors don't do is follow through. When someone says to get back to them, you should at the time they say. And just remember, always, always, always know that I'm here for you. In the description, my telephone number is there. You could call it, text it. I'm going to pick up, I guarantee. All right, now, it was a pleasure. I've got to run. You know how it is. Rewind, watch this again. Make sure you get everything down pat. Let's summarize it for you. Your first year, you can make it if you get your mindset in order, your logistics in order, your prospect plan in order, and a follow-up system. You could make it. You could do it. Now, here's a bonus. Here's a bonus. For you to start getting some leads, I want you to do the sphere exercise. I did a video long time ago, but if you search YouTube, Paul R. Atkinson sphere exercise, it will show up. Sphere, Sphere. Just my name, Paul R. Atkinson, Sphere. Get that video, watch it, and they talk about these little circles being you and then 3 people, and then you call these people and you put them in your CRM and you talk to them and tell them, you know, what you're doing right now, and it's a love talk and all of that good stuff. Do that exercise. If you're having problems finding it, text me. I'll give it to you. Until next time, I'll see you real soon. Let's go get him, Tiger.